Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Jacksonville. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Lawrence. Caught. It's Wilson. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 44, Lawrence. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A run now with Holmes. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's got some space here. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. 53 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll run with Etienne. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Holmes. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. On the carry, it's Holmes. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Big 3rd down stop. I can almost hear that defense saying, go ahead, go for it, try it, try it.
You see that swagger out there, don't you? You see him saying, yeah, go ahead and give it one more shot. But I think if you're the head coach in this situation with you having the ball, just tip your cap to the guy on the other side and say, okay, you got me this time. Kick the field goal. We'll see you the rest of the game.
Well, if they would go for it and not get it, though, the other offense would have a long way to go in the other direction. Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This is Tony Pollard. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see in. Side his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. On 2nd down, Nance. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week. Yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Edwards. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. across the 40-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Down, 18 Gators. Let's go one more.
Etienne with it. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 76 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
General West. Watch twins. Bravo. That's 22. Hey. Let's go defense. Let's go defense. Let's go.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Matchbox lights. Hey, Zoo. Good. 22. Watch the run.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal. They nearly had the touchdown, but he's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Protein spell. 42, check, Mike 42. I got him. Check, 42's the mic. Yep. Check, 42's the mic. Watch it.
Etienne. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne taking it in from a yard out. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Now Pollard. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On play action, they'll throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a throw here to his running back.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down now, Nance, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Right back to him on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left. He finds his man, complete. It's Terry. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Terry. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run on 1st down. Nance. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now Pollard. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, they'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 115 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. He's at the 40, 30. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
A handoff for Etienne. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Etienne once more. And he'll get this down only to the 18. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field. Definitely
a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Now Pollard. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the...
And that's caught inside the 35.
This is too easy right here.
Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a give to Etienne, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Here's Etienne. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Steps away to his... And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lawrence dancing to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
156 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
52's the mark, boys. 52. Coming up. We won it.
2nd and 6. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
On 1st down, Nance. And bulldozing his way through. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to break out of one tackle before quickly brought down. And whistles, and we're going to have
another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Nance, and this time he is in. Yes. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And finding the tight end, Wilson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Hey, box drop. Check 3.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Late game situation, things seem to be unraveling just a little bit, and that's when you start forcing the football, mainly out of necessity. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete, nearly picked off.
General West. 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Hey, Orbit. Look at me. Zipper. Max 22, Max 22. And go.
A final shot now for Lawrence. And this is going to be caught. So an offensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's incomplete. was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for two. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that two-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So for the Cowboys, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.